Hey everyone, it's Adele and April from Just Say Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday. So, we are finally done with our season. Yes. Our season is over, so we're coming back in September, but our in-person season since COVID, we are done. Woo! We had an amazing year, and we are so glad that we saw half of you, most of you actually. And so, yay! So this is our relaxation face masks.
We want to thank everybody.
Yes, thank you. And also what's cool is on Sunday, May 1st, we had a brand new catalog launch, and we had our special Hope and Kindness also launch. So that is what we are going to be doing our virtual on at the end of this month, so make sure you check out the ending of the video and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But we are actually going to be using the die cut from the thin cut from that for today's technique, so make sure you check out our video to see what we do. All right, so today we are going to be using our doilies, our fancy doily thin cuts that go with the Hope and Kindness. I feel like they've had a lot of doilies that are called fancy doilies, haven't they? Mm-hmm. So don't get them confused. This one's a brand new one. It's big. It's like the size of my hand if you see that. Really, really cool and very, very intricate. So we have our close to my heart cutter, the die cutting and embossing machine here. You can get these, remember, if you do not have an embossing machine or anything like that and you would like to get one, you can always purchase it, which is awesome. I think it's really cool that they opened these up for purchase for people. I will be getting my own very soon. Yeah. So we are going to just put these through the machine. You can see that it's like right there. And we're going to put these through the machine, and I'll tell you the tension and all of that, and we're going to be using our grape cardstock today. So we'll be right back. So you can see there's still a little bit of pieces in here, but when I'm touching them over the garbage can, they're falling out. The other thing you can use, you can use is a piercing tool. And when you push them, see how they just kind of fall right out onto your hand. But I want to make sure that I give you guys the right tension and the setting on this. So we're going to cut it again, and I'm going to figure out what the setting is for you to use. Oop, there's still a few in here. Those fell out. You can also use your piercing tool to get some of them out of here. So I'm gonna go to my garbage can, get them out of here, and we're gonna figure out the tension. So we gotta make it a little bit higher. Okay, so, this is a little hard.
Okay, wait a second, why don't we take this off?
Yeah, that's a smart idea.
You could see it, and...
Yep, so you saw how Mom just popped that off. We also wanted to change it from 2D letter press 2D emboss to die cut, which we did. And when we had it, the first time we had it on 0, Mom made it looser, which is not what we want. We want to make it tighter to -1. So we're going to try this, and it should cut the whole thing through. The other reason why I might have to poke some of them out is because I have a much older mat here. We have another brand new cutting mat downstairs that we can use. But, you know, all will be good. And how I like to sandwich it, just because my mat is a little bit warped, I'm actually going to flip the mat over. I like to keep changing my mats. I have this here. Then I'm going to have the platform on top of that. We do not need the adapter when we are doing a thin cut. Just to ensure this cut, I'm actually going to go back through it. Just because it's a more intricate die. Normally, dies, you do not have to do that at all. But I just wanted to do that just to test it out here. So we made it a little bit more intense. And that time, everything cut through perfectly. Oops, I didn't actually get to the bottom of that was my own fault. I didn't go all the way to the end.
Oh boy.
But you see how with just adding that little bit more tension, how everything kind of just stayed right onto the thing. I'm gonna go get a scissor and I'll fix this. Oops. All right, so we wanted to kind of show you from the last doily that we had. This is the old doily that we had. It says prototype dress. We will be making a dress out of this. So this one, we had to figure out where to cut this. And see, when you fold it, it makes it a really cool dress. So we're gonna be experimenting with this doily a little bit and trying to figure out exactly where we have to cut it. So Mom was saying,
yes.
So this is 1, 2, 3. 3 flowers here, but 2 flowers there. So, okay, so what were you saying?
Well, what I was saying is that if you hold this one and you hold it like this, you notice that it's not going directly to the middle. So it's like one off the center. So if you,
These two are center.
those two are center. So
So it's like right here.
like do one off the center,
Okay.
and then you come down and you,
And same one off the center.
yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna try to cut this like this and see how this works. So lining this up.
But you gotta line the bottom part
Yep.
off too.
So I'm lining those two lines up and I'm coming down. Feels so weird to cut a doily because these are not there. And this is also why I made those lines with a pencil so I can now erase them. And the same thing here, we're lining these two up. And if you need to make multiple of these, I actually did this for my thank you cards for my bridal shower, which was really cool. So now what we gotta do is we have to take this, we have to bend it at those lines. So take it and bend it there, open that up, take it, bend it there, and open that up. Okay, perfect. So see how we now have those lines? And then when we bend it over, you may have to trim a little bit because sometimes it's not perfect. Yeah, look at that. That looks awesome.
Oh, we did good.
Yeah, we did. And then normally you can take this and kind of just use this as the top. But because this is such a big doily, we're actually gonna end up using the smaller doily to make the top of the dress for this one. So, yeah, that looks awesome.
Well, we actually, from what I remember,
We took here.
we don't have,
Took this.
we
cut
cut.
So
one of
when you
these
put
off.
this, yep. So when you put this there,
Yes.
it went like that.
So do you think that would be really big if you cut this one off? Because it would.
Okay, so let's try it.
Because you don't have three.
You are correct.
At least I don't think so.
And we did do this. There's just more of a design on this one, so I think that'll still work, right?
Yeah.
That
And
actually
then
still looks really
If
pretty.
you wanted to make it a little fancier, you could put some stickles there once it's glued.
So we're gonna actually end up putting this all together, and I'm gonna show you how these circles also get away. So we're actually gonna take some extra bit of grape. I think grape. Do you wanna use the grape or do you wanna use a different color?
Ooh, do you want to use maybe?
I was thinking like white glitter paper.
Oh, that's really
Yeah?
cool.
Okay, so we're gonna go get some white glitter paper and we're gonna show you how we kind of put this together. Also, just a fun fact, when going to clean this out, throwing everything into the garbage, like this stuff, I literally just hit it against it and it all just popped out. All right, so just when you are looking at this and everything, you wanna make sure that you don't have to waste, if you're using glitter paper or anything like that, you don't need to waste it. So you need to cover this entire top one, then you need to cover a little bit of this bottom, and then at that point, you'll be able to lay down what to cover here. So yeah, we're gonna do that. If you're gonna put like legs or anything, or you're gonna make this into a doll, if you ever want to like use our old dolls and stuff like that, then you would actually cover this whole bottom with white glitter paper and kind of, you know, cause it's the inside of the dress. But we're gonna cover the whole thing with glitter. So we'll show you what we do. All right, so what we're doing now is we are taking a piece of, clearly, you know, we've cut snowflakes out of this one. We're taking an older piece of glitter paper and I'm kind of just cutting it down to size. You can still see, whoops, I just cut a little bit too much, but you can still see like a few spots here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna neaten this up and we're gonna end up putting another piece of glitter paper. The nice thing about glitter paper is, okay, see now it's on the top. The nice thing about glitter paper, even if I just leave that little bit right there, we can just throw another piece of glitter paper on top of it and you won't be able to tell because of the sparkle. So, but you do wanna make sure that when you're folding it, that stays like that. So we do wanna cut this a smidge more. The edges don't matter as much as if they're covered or not, but you wanna make sure that when we fold it, see how everything's covered except this little top part? And then I'm gonna, I'll trim that off when we're done. But we do need to use liquid glass because it is glitter, and glitter does not like to stick to things. So I'm going to use my liquid glass. I'm going to need a safety pin just to stick it through, which we always keep on our scissors here. So we're gonna stick this through. Do not cut the top of the liquid glass. I think we've said that a bunch before. And Mom is so smart for remembering how to do this.
We made a lot of them.
We did. We did make a lot of thank yous. But we also saw this doily and we were like, oh my gosh, we can make a dress again. So it's definitely one of our favorite things to do with the doilies. If you've seen our Hope and Kindness pack too, you've seen how fun this doily is just on that. But this is kind of just a different thing that you can now do with it. And with the liquid glass, remember, you gotta be patient with it. You gotta hold it for a few seconds. And then we'll cover that little area up there. We never like to waste glitter paper, right?
That's
I think that's garbage, but I think I can find maybe.
No, I was gonna say there's a point right there that probably would fit right in
And
there.
that would actually cover it. So yes, we are a little frugal with the glitter paper. But hey, why not use it if we can, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna need a little bit more liquid glass, please. You can see how awesome that's gonna look when it's all finished and glued. So now you see that that's covered. We really only need this little part here. So it's like these two right here. So we'll pull in another piece and get that covered. So now to put this together, I'm just gonna put some liquid glass in here to really make sure that it secures it. Because we wanna make sure that all of this stays down on top of all of that. And as you're seeing, the liquid glass will hold the glitter, but the glitter does give you a little bit of does give you some pushback. So you gotta just kind of be patient with it and work with it and really kind of hold it in its spot. And I'm gonna have to trim a little bit more. But you can see how gorgeous that is looking already. And now all we have left is the bottom. And with this one, just because it was a little easier, I was able to just trim along the edge, and then we'll be able to just glue that right onto the back. We're gonna put this off to the side and we're gonna cut that next doily. All right, so now using the two that we had left on the other one that we showed you can use, I'm gonna kind of use that as a base here. So see how I can take this and lay it on top of this doily, and then I can kind of figure out where to cut from. So I'm just gonna cut out wide for it, just so we can then figure out how wide we actually want the top. So see how I cut those? And we're gonna come right across here to the other one, because remember how we do this is we're gonna cut this down to make like that top of the dress. So that might be a little too wide. I don't know if this actually works as well, because the doily might be too small. I think we're gonna end up just using this doily. Right? Because this one didn't really, this could be a crown. There we go. Look, we made a crown. I think this one looks better, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna make it a little bit more symmetrical the way that it's cut in.
Yes.
So it comes in like that a little bit more.
Yes.
And now I'll back that and then, right?
Yes.
So we'll do that and then look, you got a crown. Yeah, that one didn't work as pretty, but you saw how pretty the doily is. Oh well, I cut it in half. Now it's a cut up doily. So we're just gonna glue this right onto here and then trim it out. I'll trim it out actually first, and then we'll be good. And there you have it, our doily dress, which I think is so pretty and so sparkly. And like Mom said too, you know, you can always take some stickles or even some like bitty sparkles and put them along the bodice here. You could put some ribbon, anything like that. But it's so cute. This one actually looks like it has eyes, which I think is funny. But that is our fancy doily thin cut. All right, so this is us without our masks on and Mom having to get very, very tall. So that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. We are about to see the Music Man for my parents' anniversary. So yay. All right, if you have any questions, like I said, let us know in the comments below. We also have our virtual weekend coming up June, well, June 19th, your birthday, that's why I almost said it. May 19th to the 22nd. So if you have any questions, let us know. It's on our blog. And yeah, we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye. Oh wait, no, we'll see you tomorrow for a Twisted Sisters video. Okay, bye. Bye. Okay, let's see if we can figure out how to get this thing on. It's slimy. I'm trying to figure it out so I can figure yours out. Wait, there's just a bunch of holes.
Are you sure it's not Charlie Brown?
Oh, it's cold. Ugh, this is harder than it looks.
We must stay beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm slimy.
It is slimy. Let's see if we learned anything. Mine is upside down.
Oh, yours is warm. How rude.
This is her idea, not mine.
I can't do it. Hey everyone, it's Adele. Ew, it went into my mouth. Ew, it does not taste very nice. So, we're going to be experimenting with this doily.